Hi, everybody. Andrea Twarowski here. I just want to make sure that I clicked record and that my webcam is going. Can everybody see and hear me okay? If for some reason you can't, please just let me know. I'm going to pop up the chat box here too, so then that way if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat box at any point. If you're new with us, your chat box, you may have to click something that says chat on the bottom of the screen or on the top, depending on the system that you're using, if you're on a Mac or a PC. But I have always said in the past that if you ever have any questions, please let me know. The webinar today should be about a half an hour, 45 minutes. I'll try not to talk too much. And for those of you who weren't able to make it today, I did click record. Let me make sure again, because I tend to forget. I did click record, so you will be able to watch this afterwards. Because I do want to talk about a couple things. I kind of would like to talk about things that I've been noticing that people are doing wrong, or the stigma behind owning a business and being afraid to talk about it. And that's actually the first step in what I feel people are doing wrong, because if you're not talking about it, that's almost acting like you're ashamed of your business, and then people don't buy from you and you wonder why you're not getting sales. And whether you're a newbie, you might have just opened up your shop, your business a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, or you've been doing this for years, the same rules apply, and it's not too late to get started. You know, I was talking to a new client the other day who she's had her business now for I think 10 years. And she pretty much said, like, well, I haven't started social media yet. Do I really have to? You know, do I have to be posting? Do I have to be publishing? Do I have to be writing? Do I have to be taking photos and posting them? You know, because if I haven't done that yet, why should I be starting now? And you know, I pretty much said, well, why are you here? Why do you need my help? It's because you're not getting enough sales. You're not making enough money. So when that happens, you need to look at what you're doing and do something differently. And it 99.9% of the time means you have to kick it up a notch and you have to do more. It's hardly ever doing less. You know, you have to do more. And that's the thing about owning your own business, is sometimes you work 40 hours a week and sell one thing. Other times you work 2 hours that week and sell 5 things. It depends on marketing. It depends on advertising. It depends on posting. But the nice thing is nowadays, social media is everything. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing. But for a business, it's a good thing, because your shop, your store, your business is literally open 24/7. Whereas if you owned a retail shop, you work, let's just say 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 or whatever, right? But when your doors close, you're not making money. Maybe if you do have that online component, you're making money, but your shop isn't open 24/7. But when you have your own business online, when you sell your own, you know, handmade products, your shop is always open. People can send you messages at 2 in the morning. You know, they can order at 2 in the morning. You can make money at 2 in the morning as you're sleeping. So this is a good thing. So I do encourage all of you to think positive. And I like to always share sort of a little bit about my story too, for those of you who may not know me, or you may not have watched a webinar with me yet. But first, let me apologize about the mess behind me. We are currently moving in like 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks really. So things are crazy, things are a mess. I started to tidy up behind me, but then I thought after the webinar, I'm just gonna have to put everything back, because there's a ton of stuff on the floor right now. Things are crazy. So I apologize about the mess behind me. I'm not a messy person, so it's kind of hard for me to focus in this kind of environment. So don't pay attention to it. But okay, so let me just share a little bit about myself first. So I have been helping clients for several years, you know, probably for up to 10 years, but I have called myself officially a business coach after taking courses, after getting certificates for the past 5 years or so, maybe even 2 years, I have always been helping people, but officially, let's say about 2 years. Okay, so what I pretty much do is I help those newbies get started from zero and then how they can make money. Okay, so you have a creation, you have an idea, you have a service, but you're probably thinking, how do I sell it? You know, how do I sell it without annoying people? How do I make money from this? You know, she's making money, he's making money, he's making money. How do they get started? You know, do I need a website? Do I need an Etsy shop? Do I need to do videos? Do I need to do this, this, and this, and this, right? So things can get very overwhelming. So that's my specialty, so to speak, is just helping people with social media, because another avenue of what I love to do is to show you how to post on social media properly. So you're not spamming people with a bunch of useless posts so that people quickly turn away. You have all seen those posts, those sponsored ads where they have like 200 likes. They have 200 plus comments, and you're probably thinking, oh my God, like all of these comments, everybody wants to lengthen their lashes, or everybody wants this Halloween shirt. I want that for my shop. You know, you're probably thinking, I would like to post something and get 200 likes, 200 comments, but there's a strategy to it. So I teach people how to do that, because the more likes and comments you have, that means the more people are looking at your shop, looking at your website. The more people that look, likely the more people that buy. But what a lot of people don't understand or think about is, even if you have something to sell, people need to know you sell it. You selling it isn't good enough, okay? People need to know. So you need to talk about your business. So let me sort of backtrack for a second here. Actually, sorry, let me hold that, and I'll quickly say where I decided to become a business coach may not be the normal story, okay? So how it happened, and I'll try to keep this short, is I have been a dental assistant, a dental hygienist, and a restorative dental hygienist for the past 2 or 3 years. But what I wanted to always do is teach, but I didn't want to go back to school to be a teacher. So what I did was I had started my own tutoring company to tutor dental hygiene students and dental assisting students. I started this age 19. So this was a while ago, where the internet, you know, Facebook, cell phones were just not that popular yet. But I started all of that, and now I make a full-time income from tutoring. So you might be thinking, how the heck can you make a full-time income tutoring dental hygiene and dental assisting students? That's it. It's not like I tutor a range of topics. That's all I tutor. Yet I have been able to market properly. I have been able to manage my time to be able to work. I tutor every Sunday for 1 hour. I work on teaching videos maybe about 2 hours a week. So let's say that's 3 hours of work. How can I make a full-time income from 3 hours of work? You may be wondering that, right? So that's kind of where my specialty lies, is working hard initially, because you all have to work hard, and then being able to sit back and make money without actually being in front of your computer. And depending on your shop, your service, what you do, you may have to hire out for that. For me, since I tutor online and since I'm a business coach, you know, I can't hire somebody to tutor for me, because that's, you know, me. I can't hire somebody to offer business coaching advice, because that's me. But I can hire somebody to answer my emails. You know, I can hire somebody to upload things that I don't have time to do. I can hire somebody to upload videos, you know, articles, courses, all of that. So I help people sort of manage their time so they're not working 24/7, but they're still making a full-time income. So what I want to talk to you guys about now is, actually, sorry, ladies, I just want to double check on Facebook, see if anybody has any questions or any trouble logging in. I like to do that first, but I kind of forgot. So let me just quickly do that, because I did post the link in our group. Okay, good. There's no issues. Perfect. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about first, and this is the main thing that a lot of my clients come to me and they have the hardest time with. So any ideas what that could be? And it relates to social media, okay? So pretty much all of my clients say to me, you know, I don't want to be posting 24/7 because I see other people doing it and it annoys me. They say, I don't want to be that person who is annoying. So this is the first thing that I do have to say to people is just pretty much don't be afraid to be annoying. You have to get the word out there. I'm not saying post 10 times a day, every day for 364 days. No, but the more you post, the more people listen. Even if they don't like your comments, or if they don't comment, or if they don't hit like, it doesn't mean they're not watching. But the key is to post valuable content. So let's just say you sell custom-made shirts. You posting about you having a coffee at Starbucks while you work on your new latest shirt design is valuable content. Are you selling to them? No, but you are showing people what you do. You are showing people, hey, my business is doing so amazingly well that I can sit at a coffee shop at 2 in the afternoon, have a Starbucks with my laptop, and here's my latest shirt design. You know, you are showing people what you do, and there's no harm in that. And a lot of my new clients are so afraid to talk about their business, and you can't do that. You need to talk about your business. If you meet somebody new, if you know, move into a new neighborhood and you're talking to people, you know, people always ask, so what do you do? If you're like, oh, well, I have like a shirt business. It's not really doing so well. Like I have to work really hard at doing it, but see how much that is just so negative, and that will turn people off. They will not say, oh, wow, that's awesome. Can I see your work? Or, oh, wow, that's awesome. Can I have the link to your website? They won't do that because you're making it sound so negative, and you don't want them to feel sorry for you, right? What you want to do is say, yeah, actually, I have my own t-shirt, you know, now I'm having a hard time thinking about it, but you could say something like, I have my own t-shirt company where I make custom shirts. Like even yesterday, like I was up until 2 in the morning making shirts because I have so many orders, but this is, you know, we live for orders, right? You know, make a conversation, because then they will say to you, oh, wow, you have a lot of orders now? What kind of shirts do you make where you would have to work till 2 in the morning to make shirts? Oh my God, you know, that's how you need to initiate conversation, but do not sound negative about it, and do not be like, well, actually, I'm a full-time mom who makes t-shirts. You know, no, make it sound exciting and tell people about your business. And that's where social media comes into play. You need to talk about your business. Too many people are hesitant to post on their personal walls, but then how do you expect friends and family to know you have a successful t-shirt business? They won't know. They may know you have a business, but they don't know how successful you are. Even my friends and family, they know that I tutor, but they don't know that, you know, I make a full-time income from it. Like people, you might think people know that it's successful, but they don't know. You have to post about it. You have to talk about it. So if I didn't post about it, if I didn't talk about it, people would just think I, you know, tutor on the side and that's it. So that is what people are thinking. They probably think you make t-shirts on the side whenever you feel like it, right? And the worst thing is when your friends and family go to somebody else to have a custom t-shirt made for them, and then they say, oh shoot, I didn't know that you were actually like doing this full time. Like I just thought you like did it every so often. I didn't even know you were still doing it. So yeah, like I spent my hard-earned money at somebody else's shop and bought from them instead because I didn't know you were actually open. So you need to make it obvious. Now, where a lot of people get a little bit hesitant, I think, is because they see other people posting you know, every half an hour, you know, here's my new t-shirt, buy from me now. Here's my new handmade lip scrub, buy from me now. Here's my new handmade necklace, you know, buy from me now. Okay, you need to do that, yes, but there's a rule out there that works. It is 80-20. So 80% of the time you need to be posting about sharing. 20% of the time you need to be posting about selling, because things can go either way. You could share, but if you never post a link to your business, people will, even if they want to buy from you, they may not take the time to message you and say, hey, well, what's the link to your shop so that I can buy? Or they may not take that half a second to like, or half a second to comment and say, hey, where's your link to buy? You know, they may not do that. So don't be afraid to post a link to your shop every once in a while. I can't say this enough. Now, a way to increase sales pretty much right away is to take a lot of photos of your shop's content. So if you make t-shirts, you know, like I'll just use that example. Take a photo of like 10, 20 shirts folded up on the table and say, hey, like I have 20 orders in, you know, I'm excited to make them custom. They will be shipped out in 3 days, you know, something like that. And then post a before of a plain shirt, and then post the after. And then post about you putting that shirt in a package and wrapping it up nicely. You know, that may sound silly to you, but that's what people want to see, because A, they think, oh, well, she's getting a lot of orders. Maybe I'll look at her shop. That's what you want. Or, and they might be thinking, oh, wow, this is the look before, this is the look after. Wow, she does a great job. Maybe I'll look at her shop. Then they might also think, oh, wow, so she takes the time to wrap things up nicely and package them. So if I bought this for a gift for somebody, it comes already packaged. That's awesome. That saves me time. There you go. There are so many people out there, actually myself included, where I do all of my Christmas shopping online these days. However, we are moving and we will actually be in a city where there's 2 malls. So I'll probably have some fun shopping in the malls this time, but where I've been living now for the past 3 years, we didn't have a shopping mall in town, so it was all just pretty much like online shopping, right? But I do encourage people though to shop online from handmade businesses, obviously, right? Because, you know, you could buy shirts from Walmart, but how about spend a little bit of extra money or the same money sometimes and buy t-shirts from somebody you know who has their own Etsy shop or whatever, right? You could buy your own essential oils from Walmart, you know, Target, whatever, but are they pure essential oils? Probably not. Buy them from your neighbor who sells essential oils, because that purchase makes him or her so happy, right? Walmart, Target doesn't care that you are buying from them. Honestly, they have enough people, right? Buy from somebody else who cares, who needs the money, who wants the money, and who is so thankful, right? So it works both ways. Think about yourself when you make a sale. You are so happy, right? You are so happy. You can make a $20 sale and some people may think, oh, well, that's nothing. You're so happy. And remember, every time you make a sale, that customer will come back if you say thank you, if you provide excellent customer service. If you don't provide excellent customer service, they may not come back. So something else to think about, right? So anytime, you know, let's say you've been posting twice a day for a week, and then more comments, more questions are coming through on your posts, that's a good thing. Make sure to take the time to respond. So that's another point that I have that will help you make sales, is to respond to comments and to likes. And if they ask you a question, respond. Don't take 2 days to respond. Take a couple hours, or, you know, be conscious of checking your comments at least twice a day if you can, especially initially, because you want the word out there about what you do. You want the word out there about your shop. So even if you have nothing else to do today, what I want all of you to do is start laying out your products in your living room. Take a picture and then lay out the same products, change around them, change them around a little bit, and then take a picture of them in your office. Then take some before pictures, take some after pictures, save all of these pictures so you don't feel like you're constantly taking pictures maybe every single day, but take a bunch of pictures today, save up 10, 20 pictures and then post them throughout the week. So it looks like you are always doing something and that you're always making sales and that you always have customers. Also, take it a step further. Thank customers on social media. There's no harm in posting and saying, thank you, Susan, for ordering your I Love Coffee t-shirt. I am so happy we had picked the right color for you. It has been shipped out today. Please let me know when you get it. That's a very nice post. Take it a step further and tag them in the post, because did you know when you tag people in your post, it shows up more in their news feed. So their friends, their family see that post, and then they might say, oh, wow, that t-shirt looks pretty cool. Oh, so her friend sells these t-shirts? That's awesome. That's how these things work. That's how people think. Think of yourself as a customer too. Why did you stumble across a certain Etsy shop? Was it because you had heard about it from somebody else? Was it because you were shopping for accessories and that photo stood out to you? Think of yourself as a customer too. I say this all the time. Like I was talking to somebody the other day where they sell custom mugs, but having a photo of a mock-up, yes, that is good. It's better than nothing, but that won't help you sort of take it that step further to sell more mugs. People want to see you, holding it. They want to see you using it. You do not have to you do not have to hire professional models to, showcase your stuff. Be a real person and hold a mug, which I don't have with me at the moment, but hold a mug and take a picture, and then post it and say, tea is my favorite thing, something like that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be simple. Actually, I'm just gonna have some water now. And mock-ups are totally fine, but I know for myself as a customer, I want to see the real thing, because anybody can do a mock-up. I want to see how it looks like the real thing. Would I not buy because somebody had a mock-up? No, but I tend to look twice, 3 times, 4 times when I see actual photos. So I find that important too. Let's see. So those honestly are the biggest things that people aren't doing, okay? So take pictures of yourself in action, okay? Don't do all mock-ups. Do personal photos of your products in action, you working on them, because people like to see step by step. So then that way you're constantly sharing your work without selling. So sharing and not selling. Selling is when you say, hey guys, here's my new coffee mug, purchase from me now. Sharing is, here's my new coffee mug. Do you prefer the classic white mug, or do you like to see a different color? Things like that. Also, asking questions in your posts helps to boost interaction, okay? You want people to interact, because the more people interact, the more it shows up in their news feeds. So every time your post shows up in their news feeds, it could show up in somebody else's news feeds as well. So don't be afraid to post publicly, okay? Don't be afraid to post. I have got to say that. If you're worried about people being annoyed, don't be. You need to stop thinking about that. The moment you stop being hesitant. And the moment you stop being fearful and just do it and just go for it, you will make instant income. I'm telling you, you can sell at least one item every single day, but you have to put the fear aside. Don't be afraid, do not be doubtful, and do not be hesitant. Those people who are doubtful, who are afraid, who are hesitant, don't sell. They just simply don't. They pretty much stop themselves before they can make money. So you could be your own worst enemy. So if you need help with this, let me know, because I can help to kind of push you. And it does help to have somebody hold you accountable as well. That is huge. You know, for all of my clients, I touch base with them. I say that I touch base with them every week, but it's pretty much every 2 days or so, because I want to make sure that they're not stopping themselves. I let them know, don't be afraid to post on your personal wall. Tell your friends, tell your family, hold something in your house. You know, a Halloween sale on all custom shirts, on all custom mugs. Come on in my house from 2 to 4, see what I have. One-stop shopping, you know, easy, right? People like to shop. People like to see something. So the more also that you have in stock, that can be a good thing too. So then that way, when people come over, they can see you have a successful shop. I'm not saying you have to, you know, have a display at your house 24/7. But, you know, there's no harm in posting and then saying, hey guys, who wants to stop by for coffee from 10 till 11 today? If you happen to be home, I'm packaging up some I'm packaging up some t-shirts. I'm packaging up some mugs to go to the post office at noon today. You know, come on over, see what I have left. I have these in stock, you know, like one-stop shopping. There's no harm in that. And as I said before, don't be afraid to talk about your business. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about here? Those are honestly the main things that I find everybody is afraid to do. They're afraid to talk about their business, and they're afraid to post on social media. So don't be afraid. If you do need help though, please let me know. I'm so happy to help. Let's see, because you know, the holiday season is coming. People shop. I started my Christmas shopping because I like to shop now. I like to shop early. So I'm spending a little bit of money at a time, not a bunch of money at one time. So I like to do it sort of sporadically, which means I'm looking for things to buy for Christmas. So if you're not posting, people don't know you have things to offer for Christmas, for Halloween, for Thanksgiving. You know, people like to shop seasonal things. It's like every time spring comes around, you want to take away your winter stuff, you know, your winter decor in the house and bring out your spring stuff. It's the same thing with everything. You want new clothes, you want new coffee mugs, you know, mix and match a couple things, you want new makeup. It works for everything. So custom pieces are awesome. And that's probably what you all have because you are watching this, right? So you need to let people know what you do, and don't be afraid to have a sale either. So you could say something like, for 2 days only, 10% off everything in the store, or for 2 days only, buy one mug and get a custom t-shirt 20% off, you know, something like that. Don't be afraid to have sales. Don't have a sale all the time because then customers will just wait for a sale to happen. But I do suggest having sales every so often to attract new customers. And with posting too, you know, you don't always have to post about your products or services or your shop, you know, depending on what you sell. Like let's say you sell custom-made coffee mugs. You could have a post about, hey, who here prefers a Keurig, or who here prefers to buy their coffee at McDonald's, or who prefers to buy their coffee at Starbucks, or you know, whatever, right? Post about things like that. You could post about, hey guys, How do you take your coffee with cream, sugar, not like nothing? Post about things that are related to what you do so that people are constantly thinking about you and thinking about, you know, yeah, just thinking about you and what you sell. Because if you're posting about how do you take your coffee, people are thinking, okay, now I want a coffee. You know, that's how it works. And then they see a mug that you might post the day after, and then they say, oh, I kind of need a new coffee mug. Well, I'm going to buy from her because she seems pretty cool, and I want a custom mug. That's how people think. They do not automatically wake up thinking, you know, I want a custom coffee mug today. It's something that they see on social media. That is why commercials and the radio works. Constantly advertising. So we're constantly thinking about things without realizing it. You know, if you're at work, your coworker comes in with a slice of pizza. You might not have thought about ordering a slice of pizza, but now you see it, you smell it, and you want pizza. You know, like as silly as that sounds. So use social media to your advantage. Post about things related to what you do so people want them. So they want them. And better yet, they can go to your shop, buy a coffee mug, and then go, oh, she sells coffee mugs in sets. Oh my God, what a great idea. You know, it's my sister's birthday coming up. I'll get a coffee mug for me and a coffee mug for her, you know, saying something like, sisters love each other, you know, whatever. But yeah, right? That's how it works. So you need to be posting because you need people to be thinking of you. And now is the time to get started. Do not wait until the end of the year to start advertising your Christmas sales. Start now. People are thinking about Christmas before Halloween. I know I am, but also think about Halloween as well. People want custom pieces. And you know, there's not a lot in stores. If there is, they just sell out so quickly. So there's a market there. They want nice, new, and something different. So yeah, guys, so I hope that helped. I'm trying to keep this shorter and sweeter so then that way you can take away something from this. So I want everybody to go take some photos of their products and start posting on social media. So if you guys need help, please let me know and I'll post the recording shortly, okay? Have a nice day, everybody. Talk to you later.